The Jedi Order is often seen as a symbol of peace and justice, but within its ranks were individuals whose power and skill made them truly formidable and sometimes dangerous. These Jedi pushed the boundaries of what was possible with the Force, combining exceptional combat ability with complex, often controversial philosophies and actions. In this video, we'll explore 7 of the most dangerous Jedi ever known, figures whose strength, decisions, and legacies left lasting impacts on the galaxy. This isn't just about raw power. It's about what happens when the line between Guardian and Warrior becomes blurred. To help you understand their impact more clearly, we've ranked these Jedi from least to most dangerous, explaining what sets each apart and why they earned their place in this deadly hierarchy. Depa Billaba, although less discussed in popular lore, was a remarkably powerful Jedi Master and revered mentor. Her strength lay not only in her lightsaber skills, but in her deep spiritual connection to the Force, enabling feats of power few Jedi could match. Bilaba's calm and composed nature belied a reservoir of formidable combat prowess. Her stylistic approach to lightsaber combat combined defensive mastery with calculated offensive strikes, allowing her to control battles by dictating pace and terrain. She was instrumental in training promising Jedi like Caleb Doom and later Kanan Jarrus, nurturing not just their fighting skills but their understanding of Force philosophy. Bilaba was involved in several critical battles during the Clone Wars where her ability to harness the Force's vast potential tipped the scales. Her capacity to maintain focus, protect allies, and unleash aggressive power where necessary classifies her among the most dangerous Jedi. While perhaps not as flashy or widely known as others on this list, her balance of wisdom, teaching, and raw power made her both a mentor and a deadly foe. Although her potential was immense, her public combat record and direct confrontations were fewer, making her influence more subtle but no less critical. Kyle Katarn's path to becoming one of the most dangerous Jedi was unconventional and marked by a complex history. Initially serving as an Imperial soldier and later a mercenary, Katarn had battle-hardened experience and combat training that few Jedi possessed. His defection to the Jedi Order was motivated by a desire to atone and stop greater evil. But his approach to the Force in combat was pragmatic and flexible rather than strictly by the book. This gave Katarn a tactical edge in unpredictable and high-stakes confrontations. Skilled in multiple lightsaber forms and Force abilities, he specialized in Force-enhanced combat tactics, telekinesis, and precognition. Katarn was also adept at unconventional warfare, stealth, sabotage, and guerrilla tactics, which made him a dangerous Jedi in both open duels and covert operations. His journey involved bending Jedi code when necessary, allowing him to operate effectively in morally gray areas, embracing the complexities of warfare outside the Jedi Temple. This adaptability and blend of raw talent, battlefield experience, and moral flexibility made him a uniquely dangerous Jedi who could flexibly respond to threats both large and small with lethal efficiency. Katarn's extensive combat experience under highly varied and dangerous circumstances, and his ability to employ unorthodox tactics that jarred the established Jedi methods, makes his increasing threat level significant in the grand scheme. Quinlan Vos is recognized as one of the Jedi Order's most unorthodox and enigmatic members, whose ability to navigate the shadows makes him extremely dangerous. He possesses psychometry, the rare Force power to read memories, emotions, and experiences from objects or environments, which grants him unparalleled insight during investigations or battles. Voss's methods often involve unconventional tactics, mixing stealth, guerrilla warfare, and dark side elements in service of light side goals. Unlike many Jedi strictly adhering to dogma, Voss is willing to utilize morally gray approaches, which makes his motives and tactics difficult to predict. His psychic abilities coupled with intense combat skills allow him to anticipate enemies' moves and use psychological strategies during fights. Voss's mental resilience and willingness to explore the darker corners of his own psyche give him an edge few Jedi possess. He frequently confronts personal demons and external threats alike, making him dangerous both as a warrior and a mental strategist. His effectiveness stems from adaptability and understanding that sometimes the best defense is a nuanced offense, walking the tightrope between light and dark with deadly precision. Voss's rare willingness to harness darkness tactically, which while risky, amplifies his threat and unpredictability over more traditional Jedi. Ahsoka Tano embodies a rare combination of skill, independence, and moral complexity that makes her one of the deadliest Jedi ever. Initially the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, she quickly grew into a skilled warrior and tactical mind. However, her decision to leave the Jedi Order after losing faith in its bureaucracy and judgments set her apart, allowing her to develop a more flexible, self-directed approach to the Force and combat. She wields two white lightsabers, symbolic of her unique path. No longer Sith or Jedi, but a Force user with her own code. Her fighting style is fast, fluid, and acrobatic, blending dual-wielding precision strikes with evasive maneuvers, making her almost impossible to pin down. Ahsoka's tactical genius shines on the battlefield. She's as comfortable leading troops in conventional war as she is conducting stealthy missions or dueling powerful Sith foes. Her experience outside the Jedi Order means she is less constrained by Jedi code, which adds an element of unpredictability and ruthlessness when circumstances demand it. She balances compassion with fierce determination, willing to take decisive action even when it challenges traditional Jedi principles. This complexity, the blending of moral flexibility, combat expertise, and learned wisdom, makes Ahsoka a uniquely dangerous force in the galaxy who has faced and defeated many enemies, including Sith and Inquisitors. She reflects a balanced threat with her skill and experience than more traditional Jedi, but she often opts for strategic, measured engagement rather than outright overwhelming force. Before his fall and Sith corruption, Count Dooku was an iconic Jedi Master and former Jedi Council member distinguished by his sophisticated and elegant combat style. His mastery of Form 2, known as Makashi, emphasized precision, fluidity, and economy of movement, contrasting with the more aggressive forms used by other Jedi. Makashi is especially effective in lightsaber duels, focusing on balance and technique over brute force. Dooku's dueling methods were stylish yet deadly, favoring precise stab and parry techniques designed to outthink and outmaneuver opponents rather than overpower them. Beyond combat, Dooku was a persuasive diplomat and philosopher, highly skilled in political maneuvering within the Galactic Republic and Jedi Council. His disillusionment with the Order's increasing bureaucracy and perceived corruption drove him to question the Jedi way, planting seeds for his eventual defection. Even prior to joining the Sith as Darth Tyrannus, Dooku was dangerous due to his unwavering conviction and willingness to take calculated violent action to achieve his goals. His calm, commanding presence and refined combat skills made him a Jedi to be feared and respected, embodying danger not only through lightsaber skill, but intellectual cunning and forceful ideology. He is known for his combination of deadly elegance, battlefield experience, and strategic intellect, making him not just a warrior, but a formidable adversary in politics and philosophy. Mace Windu's status as one of the most dangerous Jedi comes from his unparalleled mastery of Vapad, a lightsaber combat form so rare and demanding, it's almost never taught. Vapad's uniqueness lies in its ability to channel the wielder's inner darkness and the dark side's chaotic energy from opponents and surroundings, transforming negative emotions like anger and hatred into raw power without allowing the user to fall to corruption. This delicate balance requires supreme mental fortitude, razor-sharp focus, and unyielding discipline, attributes Windu exemplified in spades. Vapad is considered not only a combat form, but a spiritual practice that embraces the dangerous edge between light and dark. Windu was the only known Jedi able to safely wield it, giving him a tremendous edge in lightsaber duels. His combat style was aggressive, dynamic, and ruthless, featuring rapid strikes and complex footwork that overwhelmed even experienced opponents. Beyond combat, Windu was a pragmatic leader, deeply involved in the highest-level decision-making of the Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic. His readiness to execute harsh but necessary actions defined his complex morality. He was a guardian willing to step into moral gray zones if it meant preserving peace and order. In his legendary duel with Darth Sidious, Windu's strength, precision, and control were evident as he held his ground against the most powerful Sith Lord, Darth Sidious. This combination of unmatched fighting skill, leadership, and moral pragmatism sets Mace Windu apart as one of the Jedi Order's most formidable and dangerous members. He had a unique ability to wield darkness without succumbing, and his supreme combat skill which few Jedi could match with the blend of power, technique, and leadership. Anakin Skywalker's rise to prominence as the Chosen One lies at the heart of Star Wars mythology. From his early years on Tatooine, His prodigious connection to the Force was unmistakable. He was born with an extraordinarily high midichlorian count, symbolizing immense potential for both good and destruction. As a Jedi, Anakin's combat abilities were exceptional, fast, powerful, and fueled by a passionate intensity few could match. His fighting style was direct and aggressive, often overwhelming foes with sheer force and speed. He incorporated his emotions into combat, which amplified his power but also exposed vulnerabilities, such as impulsiveness and occasional recklessness. Anakin's raw power allowed him to execute daring feats, single-handedly defeating dozens of battle droids, racing through firefights, and overcoming powerful adversaries. His unpredictability on the battlefield made him a fearsome opponent. Yet this emotional volatility was also his downfall, as it led to rash decisions that undermined his own safety and that of others. Anakin's struggle with attachment, fear, and anger ultimately foreshadowed his fall to the dark side and transformation into Darth Vader, further highlighting how dangerously powerful he was before that shift. His journey showcases the peril of immense force potential, coupled with unchecked emotion, making him one of the most dangerous Jedi, with a power level that made him a near-invincible force of nature and a ticking time bomb. No other Jedi combined raw power, combat skill, and emotional volatility to such a dramatic and impactful degree. His power was both his greatest weapon and his greatest risk. Which of these Jedi do you find most dangerous and compelling? Let us know your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our deep explorations of Star Wars' most fascinating characters and stories. As always, thanks for watching.